Hello, everybody, and this is Dr. Diamond. Welcome back to yet another podcast. Now, last night's podcast was kind of wacky because we had a few technical issues towards the end. That's why there's two streams up. One that's, the actual stream, and one that's like 5 minutes and something seconds long, which, it's alright. You guys can go watch it. If you watch it straight after the first one, you watch the first full podcast and then do. Sorry if I'm a little out of breath. I kind of had to run down here a little bit. And I know, I keep being late. I usually do it at 8:21, but it's not my fucking fault, guys. I think I'm gonna change the new time to 8:30 or some shit. I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, guys, last night was a wacky one. It was fucking Easter, because yesterday was Easter, So, yeah. Tonight I'm gonna do fucking Spider-Man villain facts, because last night I was kinda like, oh, I kinda want to do fucking Spider-Man. After the whole weird Spider-Man villain bit that I did yesterday. With the Sinister Six and the Green Goblin, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, let's go look up some fucking facts about Spider-Man villains. Marvel just revealed another major Avengers Endgame Iron Man Easter egg. Oh, that's fucking cool. That's fucking awesome, I guess. Anyways, so who should I do first? Nobody's here at the moment, which sucks. But hey, don't worry, guys. I'm going to be pulling a double podcast tonight, because I'm going to be doing a podcast tonight over on Colorful Warfare's channel. You guys know who Colorful Warfare is by now. I promote his channel. I mention him literally like almost every fucking video or podcast, So yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And currently, I have more podcasts than Gareth does. But that's just because I do them more often than he does. But coincidentally, tonight he will be doing a 37th podcast, because I'm going to be joining, tonight. So, yippee. Now, tonight I'm going to be doing the fucking... on Gareth's podcast, we're going to be finishing up what we were doing on Valentine's Day with the Lapis and Peridot fanfic. Steven Universe, I guess you can call it. I don't know. But he told me, he's like, alright, remind me, and we'll do it tomorrow. I'm like, alright. So I haven't texted him yet. I'll do it after this podcast. I'll just say, hey, you ready to do the podcast? And if he's like, no, you fool, I'm like, okay, well, fucking I guess, I don't know. Anyways, let's get just some Spider-Man villains. We'll save my absolute favorites for a little bit down the road. Let's do everybody's favorite Venom. Venom facts. Ah, damn it. Guys, we have a little issue. I have to take a shit. I will be back as soon as I can, because I really have to take a shit, and I don't want to hold it in, and, So I'll be back, and I'm so sorry. I'll be quick as lightning. So I'll be back, guys. Alright, we're back. I'm so sorry, guys. So I've only, oh god. Alright, I'm out of breath again. Oh boy. Anyways, so I counted, it was less than, I was gone for, less than a minute and a half, which is good. Phew, I should put, a poop bucket down here. I'm just kidding, that'd be gross. But anyways, guys, let's do some Spider-Man facts. Man, my asshole fucking hurts. Don't you guys hate it when you take a shit and your asshole fucking hurts right after? Oh, God, it hurts. Owie. Alright. God damn it, my fucking cat is down here. Actually, if you guys remember yesterday, told you guys my fucking cat Sasha's constipated. And, she just got down here, when I was, while I was taking a shit, I had to, open the door, obviously, and I guess she came down here, and I came back down here, she was in the litter box, so... She was actually down here before they started, but I kicked her back upstairs so that she wouldn't interrupt, or so my mom would fucking interrupt and I'd have to redo this whole fucking shit again, And I don't want it to be like last night, because I have to pull a double podcast tonight, doing what you doing with Gareth. I don't see Sasha in the litter box no more. Fuck. I guess I'll be back. I'm so sorry, I gotta get my cat out of here. God damn it. Man, I feel bad for that cat. She keeps peeing and trying to take a shit everywhere other than the litter box. Actually, my dad's cat had a problem similar to that where she wouldn't use the litter box. And, well, actually now it seems like Sasha's trying to do the litter box. But I found her somewhere trying to, either pee or take a shit or do something that was not in the litter box. And I'm very, very sorry, guys, about all the interruptions, but fucking goddamn it. But you guys don't care. There's nobody watching anyways. So let's do some motherfucking Spider-Man facts, goddammit. Okay, so this is Venom, everybody's favorite fucking villain for some damn reason. I don't like him anyways. 10 awesome facts about Venom, huh? I hope this isn't about the movie. Yeah, it is about the movie. I don't want the movie. I want... Not the movie. Venom. Villain. Venom villain. God damn it. The fuck does my cat keep going? God damn it. My cat is being a pussy. To get it. Actually, I think I'll just take you guys with me. I'll just, I'm getting up right now. I'm walking. Cause I actually have my phone on me, I usually use this shit with my phone. God damn it, get back here, you fucking cat. I'm gonna punch. No, I'm just kidding. I would never hit my cat. Where the fuck are you? Get back here. I just saw you. If anybody joins in, they're probably gonna be like, what the fuck is he doing? Who the fuck is he talking to? Little do they know I'm trying to chase down my fucking cat in a dark, abandoned basement. Wait, where the fuck did you go? I can't not see right now. Because my phone is... There you are, you little fucking... Back to the litter box she goes. This is the first fucking podcast that I've actually held my phone up and walked around with it. Oh, man. Back to the letterbox, I guess. God, stop with the interruptions. I don't want any more terrible podcasts. What the fuck is that? I want this one. 10 awesome facts about Venom. Oh, it's the same fucking one. I guess this isn't about the movie, now that I read about it, actually. Okay. Spider-Man's spider sense doesn't work on Venom. The symbiote bears a degree of telepathic powers, able to communicate via mental wavelengths. Sorry, I had to see if my cat was still there. Kinda gotta run her out of there fucking sometime. The symbiote can successfully cancel out his infamous... Wait. Oh, I skipped a sentence. Whoops. And after its time attached to Spider-Man, the symbiote can successfully cancel out his infamous spider sense, making Venom one of the very few individuals who can catch Spidey off guard. Ugh. Yuck. Get the fuck out of here, ad. No, I just clicked on the ad. I don't want to have a baby. Get out of here. I don't have a baby. Shut up. Go away. I don't have a fucking baby. No. Every time I try to exit out of it, it takes me to the ad. Maybe I should stop doing that. Why do I always have my fucking sound up, by the way? I don't know. Anyways, the Venom symbiote is weak to fire and sound. I knew that about the sound because of Spider-Man 3. You know. Get the fuck out of here, fucking ad. I can't see. Actually, I can see, but you know. The symbiote offers incredible powers, including shape-shifting camouflage, the strength to lift 70 tons, holy shit, and a stronger form of Spider-Man's webbing. That said, it bears its drawbacks. Ow, my fucking finger's hurting like shit. And can be drastically weakened when exposed to loud sounds, which is usually the vulnerability Spider-Man has to exploit to overcome Venom. See in Spider-Man, the animated series, Spider-Man 3, and several comics. Yeah, we already know about Spider-Man 3, you idiot! No, I'm just kidding. Marvel fanatics may have already known that weakness. Yeah, I sure did. I didn't know about the fire one, actually. I actually didn't know about the fire, but I did about the sound. She's still in the letterbox. I kind of don't want to kick my cat out, but then again, I don't want my fucking mom coming down here and like, come here, you fucking sausage, blah, 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 blah. I don't know, my fucking mom is strange. Anyways, but consider yourself a super fan if you also remember that the symbiote suffers extra damage from fire. A trait that makes the Fantastic Four member the Human Torch a good counter to Venom's rampage. Venom has several symbiote offsprings. No shit, I kind of knew that. I don't know all of them, but I know about Carnage. And I think there was something else. Isn't there like anti-venom or something like that? I don't know. I don't read the comics because I don't have access to the comics. Because I don't think well, actually, Bryce used to work in a comic book store, but I don't fucking know where it's at. Nobody reads comics anyways. It's all online. I don't know. Anyways, Venom and Eddie Brock shift from villain to anti-hero to even hero status. But most of the symbiote's offspring remain firmly in the villain category. Venom's most famous descendant is the red symbiote that bonded with the serial killer Cletus Cassidy to form Carnage. I knew that part. Actually, I think Carnage is going to be part of the Venom 2, I believe. Carnage itself asexually reproduced to form the organism that... I thought that said orgasm for a minute. That eventually bonded with Brock to form Toxin, the strongest symbiote we've seen yet. I didn't... Oh, shit. Oh, see, I was right about Anti-Venom. Many other lesser-known alien forms have also appeared. From Mana to Scream to Anti-Venom. Whoa, cool. Eddie Brock later became Anti-Venom. Well, shit, that makes sense. Eddie Brock wisely separates from the symbiote, but remnants of itself remain in his body. To make matters wise, I don't know what that means. I think they meant worse. Fuck, she's still in the fucking litter box. That's good, though. Brock develops cancer, but fortunately encounters a mystic man named Martin Lee. Dude, that's Mr. Negative. Okay, after this one, we will do Mr. Negative, because I actually really liked... I didn't even know Mr. Negative was a villain until Spider-Man PS4, and yes, I know I haven't fucking uploaded an episode of that in, like, 4 months or so? I was gonna do it, last week, but I just didn't feel like it. See, I don't know if I'll ever do gaming videos again. Yeah, I know it did Five Nights at Freddy's, but I mean console games. I might do mobile games since they're easier to record. And they look way better. But I really should finish up Spider-Man and Trovo Saves the Universe. I know I should. Just so that I don't fuck you guys over and say, hey, I'm going to play this game, and then, That's why I haven't started GTA 5 yet, because I know I'm not going to finish that one. So, I'm not even going to start that one. But I do want to finish Spider-Man, because I really like it. It's one of my favorite games. I do love it. Anyways, Martin Lee, who heals Brock's disease. Lee's mystic energies enhance Brock's white blood cells, which merge with the symbiote remnants to form a new white symbiote called Anti-Venom. Not only does Anti-Venom bear the original Venom's powers, he actually resists the fire and sound and bears a degree of healing abilities. Combined with Eddie Brock's attempts at mortality. I heard something. It was just my cat scratching at the fucking, litter box. She keeps trying. I feel really bad for her. She'll make it through. See, guys, even cats get constipated. Anyways, this makes Anti-Venom a surprisingly heroic character. Unlike some symbiote hosts. No, I'm just kidding. A symbiote only enhances urges you already have. God, I'm already on number 5, and we're, almost 20 minutes in? Well, that was just because I had a lot of shit in the beginning. Already half of this podcast is me just droning on about other shit than Sasha fucking distracting me, than me having to take a shit. So we'll do 5 facts. 5 long facts per each character. If they're short facts, then we can do more. But we gotta get to other villains, because Spider-Man, if you guys didn't know, has a fucking shit ton of villains. Anyways, the symbiote only enhances urges you already have. Oh, what kind of urges, huh? I already have the urge to fuck Earth. Anyways, many hosts experience violent behavior when bonded with the symbiote. Even good-hearted Spider-Man started to display aggressive tantrums. God, I'm thinking of fucking emo Spider-Man. Emo Peter Parker. However, the symbiote can really only enhance your dark desires already lurking in your mind. As Eddie Brock once said to his ex-wife, Anne Weying, I think that's how you say it, who had briefly bonded with the symbiote and killed several people, it can't make you do anything you don't really want to do. We've seen that was my voice of that fucking chick. Oh no, that was fucking Eddie. Oh, whoops, I thought that was the wife. Well, Eddie has a fucking dumb voice anyways. We've even seen the symbiote try to stop its host from committing unnecessary acts of violence, as it does with Lee Price. I don't know who he is. Whoa, Mac Gargan as Venom? The Scorpion was fucking Venom at some point? Whoa, I didn't know that. Because it shows, like, at the end of the paragraphs, it shows, like, pictures. And down below it says, Mac Gargan as Venom. And if you guys don't know who Mac Gargan is, he's the Scorpion. But most of you probably already knew that. That's one of the scariest things about the symbiote. Sure, it enhances our inclination to actually act on our selfish urges, but at the core, it's not the monster. We are. Dude, I remember hearing a fucking... Oh, that's it, by the way. Now we're gonna go on to Mr. Negative, because, you know... When I heard a interesting thing that Scooby-Doo tried to teach us is that humans are the real monsters. Or something like that, I don't know. Okay, Mr. Negative. Facts. Negative fact. Oh, that's not how you spell negative. Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative. I can't find any facts about him. I don't know. I can't find any facts. Well, here's fucking 25 superpowers Mr. Negative has that are kept, and then that's how it ends. That are kept hidden. Oh. So let's do like fucking 5 superpowers or something. Number 25, his split personality happens instantly. Mr. Negative's defining feature, besides his photo-negative appearance, is his split personality. His good half is Martin Lee, a philanthropist who owns and operates a series of homeless shelters called the Feast Project. Unfortunately, neither can control when the other personality takes over. Oh shit. The Martin Lee side isn't even aware of the Mr. Negative side, except it has an unseen potential in a game of Go he sees set up in his office. I don't know what that is. Some kind of Asian thing, I guess. Despite his villainy, the Mr. Negative side supports his Martin Lee side. With Martin Lee being so kind-hearted, he believes they balance each other out. Corrupting touch is too strong. One of the things that made Mr. Negative such a successful crime boss is his corrupting touch. We mean that quite literally, too. His most common superpower is touching someone with his dark energy. Doing so inverts their mortality and brings them under his control. Uh-oh. My cat is out of the fucking cat box. Oh well. It also turns their clothes into a photo negative like his own. His mind control is 100% perfect, though. It depends on how moral the person was before he touched them. His hold is much weaker on people who are already villains. But on heroes like Spider-Man, it's not Superman. That's a different that's a different universe. It can be almost absolute, granting superpowers to his henchmen. Mr. Negative's henchmen, the inner demons. So I guess this is going off the game, I guess. Which I heard that Spider-Man PS4 2 is coming out, I think, 2021, which I'm definitely going to play that one. I will, guys, I promise. But I will have to finish the first Spider-Man, which I promise I will, guys. If I remember to do it tomorrow, I will do it tomorrow, guys. I promise. Actually, I probably shouldn't promise, because as you guys know, I like to break promises. I can never keep a promise. Well, I mean, I can, but not... there's certain promises I can't really keep, because I just keep forgetting to keep them, I guess. I don't know. But I guess it's going to be on the PS5, which apparently that's coming out soon. I'm not getting a PS5 just to play that, so they better have a fucking PS4 version. Or I'm going to be pissed, because I really want to play that. And guys, Mysterio is going to be in the game, I heard. I feel like Mysterio is very underused in a lot of the games and TV shows. I mean, yeah, he does pop up in them, but it's never anything, like, amazing. Mysterio is and I can argue he's the most powerful Spider-Man villain. Because, I mean, if you guys have seen Far From Home, Mysterio can fuck with Spider-Man's mind so bad, you know, like... Although, Peter in fucking Far From Home actually, you know, figures shit out because he's smart like that. But anyways, I gotta stop going on rants, because I got a lot of superhero villains to go through. Anyways, blah blah blah. A greater challenge than many of the ilk. Part of the reason for that is because the boss grants them and additional powers. By touching them with his dark energy charged hand, Mr. Negative can pass some of his own abilities onto his goons. Oh yeah, also Venom is probably going to be in Spider-Man PS4 too, which I heard. I think he's going to be like one of the major villains. I don't know who else. I just know Venom and Mysterio are going to be in it. Anyways, these include charging the weapons with dark energy and a form of regeneration. If the person he touches already has superpowers, the person's powers will also get a boost from the dark energy. It's useful tactically for Mr. Negative too. Touching people also brings them under his control. We're only on 22. Healing touch, but it's not just for good guys. The split between Mr. Martin Lee and Mr. Negative wasn't always just in looks or morality. It manifests in the superpowers as well. Yes, the villain's good civilian identity has powers too. Where Mr. Negative can corrupt people and bring them under his influence with touch, Martin Lee can heal people. It's unclear how aware Martin Lee is of the ability, though. He seems to project it out of an aura, too. His homeless shelters became very popular because being in his presence healed any wounds or injuries they had. Yes, he is a master swordsman, though he is a crime boss with an entire gang at his disposal. Sometimes a villain's just gotta get his own hands dirty, I guess. Oh yeah, dirty. So I'm just staring at my cat. She's going back upstairs, so I'll be right back quickly, guys. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just had to let my cat out. I had to open the door. Anyways, Mr. Negative isn't just packing his formidable dark energy powers when he goes into battle either. He's also a trained swordsman. Despite his Chinese origins, he seems to prefer a Japanese katana as his main weapon. With it, he's battled both heroes and villains to a standstill. His swordsmanship outmatched the skills of the hero Anti-Venom. And oh god. Sorry. And held off his demonically powered rival, the Hood. I don't know who that is. In a fight. Even his Lego minifigure has a sword. Wow, fucking I don't care. Okay, that's enough of him. Enough of Mr. Negative. God, it's already a half hour in. Jesus. I gotta get these shit going. I just realized there's at least like 6 more fucking villains I wanna fucking talk about, so let's do Doc Ock. Let's do Doc Ock next. Dr. Octopus. Alfred Molina, that's who I was talking about. If you guys don't remember last night, I could not think of the name of the guy who played him in Spider-Man 2. Alfred Molina, I've heard of him. I just couldn't remember his name. 19 facts you didn't know about Dr. Octopus. Well, we can only say 5 of them. I'm limiting it to 5. No label, wait, this says 20. 20 out of 20, but it said 19 facts. You fucking retards don't know how to count. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Anyways, no Labor Day. I don't know what that means. Throughout most of his comic book career, Dr. Octopus, or Doc Ock, I'm just going to call him Doc Ock, stood out from Spider-Man's other villains based on the fact that he was, well, not exactly in the greatest physical shape. Since his arms did most of the work, Doc Ock could be a major threat to Spider-Man without having to be a physical threat to himself. And Spider-Man Unlimited #3 by Tom DeFalco, Ron Lim, and Jim Sanders the Third. I don't know why I said it like that. We discover the reason for this in a spotlight on Otto Octavius' background. As it turned out, his mother resented the fact that she married a common laborer, so she insisted that her son be as different from his father as possible. Hey, that sounds like my mom. I'm just kidding, guys. Although my mom doesn't want me to become like my dad sometimes. So Octavius avoided manual labor his whole life, becoming doughy in the process. I like that. Doughy. Making new neutral pathways. Simply having a harness with metal arms would have been interesting enough, but in the case of Doc Ock, his metal arms are far more than just a device that the user manipulates. Octavius designed them so they could react with the user's brainwaves. As a result, when they merged with Doc Ock permanently, his central nervous systems literally created new neural pathways so that he could fully control the arms. This means that his body has altered itself so his arms are effectively part of his actual body now. This extends to the point where he can feel the pain of the arms all injured in battle. Oh, that's fucking scary. Breaking Bad, never seen that show and I never will because it looks kind of stupid. Anyways, a controversial aspect of Doc Ock's origins in question of whether Otto Octavius was a bad person before he merged with his metal arms. In his first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man 3 by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, obviously, the text of the comic book explicitly notes that the merger of the harness drove Octavius insane. More than insane, though. It drove him to become evil. Evil! If nobody gets that reference, I'm going to be fucking pissed. However, in more recent years, writers have questioned whether the addition of the arms actually altered Octavius's mind so much as it allowed the darker side of his personality to take a greater hold of him. Wow. Dilating long distance. The additional neural pathways that Octavius added to his body played a significant role during his comic book career, when Octavius was finally successfully separated from his harness. Naturally, scientists and doctors believed that the removal of the harness severed the connection between Doc Ock and his arms. Oh, but they were mistaken. In The Amazing Spider-Man number 8, I'm not going to read the fucking... Despite being miles away from his arm, Octavius was able to still control the arms and even have them battle Spider-Man before breaking Doc Ock out of captivity and facilitating a man and arm reunion. Was Otto one of the children of the Atom? I don't know who the fuck that is. Some writers took issue with the idea of Doc Ock simply creating new neural pathways out of thin air. This, then, led to the occasional writer floating with the idea that perhaps Otto Octavius was already genetically predisposed to being able to handle the addition of the metal arms. In Dr. Octopus Year 1, there's somebody who else. Young Otto is explicitly shown to having mutant powers. He telekinetically insults his abusive father. He calls in question whether the work accident that took the elder Octavius' life was actually an accident at all. If Otto had telekinesis before the merger with his harness, then I can explain why he was able to manipulate the arms so well. And that's all the facts that I'm going to read about Dr. Octopus. Jesus, it's almost 40 minutes already. Why do these take so long? Well, I'm not ending it till I get every villain that I want. Next up is the Vulture. Another villain I really like. The Vulture. No, Spider-Man, not the actual fucking bird. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Spider-Man. Does whatever that spider can. 15 things you should know about the Vulture. Well, this is Spider-Man Homecoming, but who cares? Number 15. The Vulture is one of Spider-Man's oldest villains. Actually, you know what, guys? Before I read the fact, I just want to show my knowledge of the Vulture. I haven't read comics, but I've seen that, I think the Vulture is Spider-Man's second villain. His second villain ever, and the first being the Chameleon. I know that much, guys. I'm not that dumb. Stan Lee and Steve Ditko created Spider-Man in 1963, and with him a ton of memorable villains for him to fight. One of the earliest creations was the Vulture, who first appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. See, I told you guys. Oh, I'm happy I'm right. Oh, yes. I'm actually not that excited. In 1963. That's right, the second issue. I told you guys, I was fucking right. In fact, he was also the second costume villain that Spider-Man ever fought. After the Master of Disguise, the Chameleon. See, I told you guys, I'm fucking right because I'm a genius. And then Doc Ock was number 3, I believe. The Vulture isn't just old in terms of his history, though. He's also Spider-Man's oldest villain, physically speaking. Toomes is an old man in a green bodysuit, and looks like he should be hanging out at a retirement home instead of robbing banks. Hey, I hang out at a fucking retirement home because I have to work there. I actually really do like the fucking retirement home. It's pretty fun. We don't know exactly how old, but he's often drawn to look ancient. Fortunately for his nemesis, his age belies a body capable of greater evil and ruthlessness. Since his creation, the Vulture has been one of Spider-Man's most persistent threats. He's returned again and again and again until we're both dead. Sorry, that was Green Goblin coming out. While some of Spider-Man's other early Venom enemies have vanished into history. So, much like his old age implies, this is a villain who has serious staying power. So I'm going to be doing my version of the Sinister Six. So Venom and Mr. Negative were warm-ups because I didn't think of like the time and how long these facts would be. So we just did Doc Ock. That's my first member of the Sinister Six. And then this is the Vulture. This is the second fucking guy. The Vulture flies fast. Much like Falcon. I'm pretty sure they mean fucking, you know. I don't know why I'm digging into that. The Vulture's main threat is his ability to fly. He can soar through the skies with great speed and maneuvers with incredible skill. Executing twists, rolls, and swoops that make him hard to track and avoid. Even for someone as youthful and with super reflexes like Spidey. However, the Vulture's ability doesn't come from the aerodynamic costume or a jetpack. The first and most recognizable version of the Vulture is the aforementioned Adrian Toomes, who invented a special harness that allows him to fly through electromagnetism and anti-gravity technology. The wings on his costume are mainly for steering. He doesn't need to flap them to get airborne. The Vulture is no bird brain. Though Toomes is best known for his flight, his more dangerous skill is his sinister genius intellect. Before he became the Vulture, Toomes was a successful electronics engineer who founded a company called B&T Electronics with his partner Greg Bestman. Bestman handled the business, but Toomes was the brains behind the electronics. It was his engineering skills that allowed him to figure out how to use electromagnetism to power his suit harness, to power his flight harness. That one was pretty short. The Vulture is strong. I don't know what voice that was. If you look at Toomes at face value, he wouldn't seem like a real threat. He's an elderly man and has a scrawny body. You know, actually, Adrian Toomes kind of reminds me of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. The Vulture is literally Mr. Burns in a fucking Vulture costume. Anyways, of course, looks can be deceiving, especially when it comes to the Vulture. The electromagnetic harness has done more for Toomes than just let him fly, simultaneously granting him enhanced strength. Through the effects of the anti-gravity generator, the Vulture is able to lift objects far heavier than he should be able to, and exchange blows with some of Marvel's heaviest hitters. The Vulture is more than a thief. Spider-Man's collection of villains tends to have varied goals. Some of his baddies, like the Lizard, are dedicated to destruction of the human race. Others, like Doc Ock, are driven to try to conquer the world. Still others, like Sandman, I don't know why they keep doing examples, are just looking for a quick cash to solve one of the problems. The Vulture is a villain whose needs are a bit more complex. Oh, the Vulture helped create the Sinister Six, but no, we don't care about that. Because that is 5 facts. Everybody gets 5. Plus we gotta kind of hurry this up. And I know I'm gonna do a part 2 of this because there's so many other villains I want to get to. Like Sandman, Vulture, or not Vulture, Lizard. You know, Sandman, the Lizard, Kraven, you know, all those other cool ones. But we don't have time for all that today. So we're just going to do the main ones that I want to do. And next up is, you guessed it, guys. Well, you probably didn't guess it right, but you love him, you know him, Electro. Woo! Electro. A.K.A. Max Dillon. Oh, okay. 12 cool facts about electricity. Oh, I couldn't find that. Spiderman. I don't know why I like saying it like that. It's funny. 10 reasons why Electro is actually Spider-Man's most lethal villain. Holy shit. Anyways, here we go. Can't touch this. That's literally the first fact. Electro has the power to absorb and generate massive amounts of electrical energy. With all of that power flowing through, let the hate flow through you. Sorry, I just had to. With all of that power flowing through him, he is one tough enemy to deal with. You can't even touch him. In the first battle, Spider-Man managed to get his hands on Electro and rub his dick between his ass. I'm just kidding, that would hurt. He was then immediately electrocuted and nearly knocked unconscious. Though he would eventually find other ways to defeat his new foe. This remains a huge advantage for Electro. Spidey used this to physically overpower his enemies. Oh, sorry, I thought that was a typo. Yeah, physically overpowering his enemies, and this simply isn't an option when fighting Electro. Power to the people. What makes Peter Parker great is that he is your average everyday guy. Electro is much of the same. He's not a genius scientist or the head of a company. He was an electrician working on power lines. In this regard, his alter ego, Max Dillon, seems to be a dark reflection of Peter Parker. In the Power to the People storyline, Electro leads a movement to fight against the 1%. Although he is unsuccessful in achieving this goal, it shows that the villain's relatable roots garner some sympathy among the average New Yorker. Charges up. Electro has the ability to absorb energy from any electrical object. This makes him insanely difficult to deal with. The more energy he absorbs, the more powerful he becomes. Not only does this give Dillon more energy to shoot out from his fingertips, but absorbing large amounts of his electricity also enhances all of his physical attributes, such as strength and speed. On the few occasions that Electro has managed to gain access to the big generators, he has become a big problem for Spider-Man to handle. Breakout. During the original New Avengers story arc, Electro is hired to free all of the prisoners from Riker's Island. Oh, I remember that from the game. He is able to do so, giving his new group of heroes hundreds of enemies to dispose of. Although Electro is eventually caught, his display of power is this story... Wait, His display of power in this story is a serious game changer. In order to release all of the prisoners at Rikers, Electro had to manipulate massive amounts of energy and machinery. With the ability to cause such chaos, Electro could come back and release the supervillains at any time. A scary thought. Ooh. The New York City power supply. There were a few occasions when Electro got ambitious. He didn't want to merely rob a bank or stage a heist. Electro chose to go after the New York City power supply. As he taps into such a vast amount of electricity, Electro's powers grow exponentially. Despite this great advantage, Spider-Man was able to thwart Dylan's plans. After the villain's first attempt to tap into his power, Spidey actually convinced him to retire from his life of crime. This retirement would be short-lived, however, as Electro later came back with a vengeance. If Electro ever managed to reach his goal of taking over the power supply, there might not be any hero able to stop him. Jeez, that's fucking scary. And that's it of Electro, everybody. 50 minutes in, we still got about, a half hour? Yeah, we got some time, I guess. We do have time for another awesome villain that I love. The Rhino. So we're gonna do the Rhino next. And then you guys can guess who's last. But I gotta tell you, you guys are just gonna have to wait. Here we go. 10 facts about the Rhino. The Rhino. The armor is permanent. Imagine being a giant man who's trapped in an armor that paints him as someone he no longer sees himself as. That's exactly the dilemma the Rhino is facing throughout Marvel's Spider-Man. That's the game that fucking is happening. And is the driving factor for him helping Otto Octavius after the Raft prison breakout. He simply wants the armor removed so he can leave the world of crime and the alias Rhino behind him. He no longer wants to be the Rhino. He no longer wants to be seen as the mammoth metal criminal. See? Told you guys, I fucking love the metal. They brought it back for the PS4 thing. Anyways, that is terrorized New York City and its citizens. Sharp horns! Though a rhino's horns often look lumpy or thick, it does not mean they can't be dangerous or harmful. The Rhino from the Spider-Man universe also has horns you don't want to come anywhere near. Since they're technically armor, not organic, they're a lot sharper than the ones naturally occurring on the creature he's named after. His real name. The Rhino's real name is Alexei I don't know Russian, guys. Saitedovich. I don't know how to say that. Something like that. Though he's also been known to go by the alias Alexei Ohim. That's easier to fucking say. Though he was born and raised in Russia, which explains his name as well as his broken English, most people don't often know his name due to one of two things. The first is that his armor is often permanently attached, so he can't be seen as anything other than the Rhino. And sadly, most people don't care enough to find out. Characters who are often seen as big and dumb don't get the attention from the general audience. Well, I don't think that's right. That is a very scary picture of the Rhino. So there's a picture of the Rhino, but it looks like what he would look like in real life. Not the metal costume, but like like Alexei, but he's got like rhino skin and he's a human and ugh. Scary. Hey, Shockwaves. Hey, that's me. I'm Shockwave. And yeah, I don't care if anybody knows anymore. Everybody knows. It's just like Iron Man. Everybody knows Tony Stark is Iron Man. Everybody knows I'm Shockwave. Imagine being so large and powerful that you can stomp your foot and cause a shockwave. Hey, that's me, guys. I'm Shockwave. I get excited every time I hear Shockwave, because that's me. Although I lost my mask, so I need to make a new one. That's the type of move the Rhino pulls off, and it helps as a combination move that can stun his enemies and give him enough time to build momentum and gain speed. He's often portrayed running and smashing, like the Hulk, but he can do a lot more strategic-based combat than that. His Shockwave, hey, he said it again, can often be the difference in him escaping danger and possibly eluding Spider-Man by losing him in all of the commotions. A mammoth of a man. When people first see the Rhino in his armor, they often assume he's a normal-sized guy in a giant mech or robot suit. Outside of the weird characterization in the Amazing Spider-Man films, hey, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. You know, Rhino had a cameo at the end, and it was pretty good. I liked it, except for the part where it ended too quickly. Anyways, Alexei something is a very large man who's wearing armor. He stands at about 7 foot 1 inches, and weighs at a little over 700 pounds. This means that he's roughly the same height as he's roughly the same height as famous NBA players Shaquille O'Neal, hey, and twice his weight. Standing next to the legendary Andre the Giant, he'd make the iconic wrestler look skinny by comparison. Wow. Well, so that's the Rhino, everybody. The good old Rhino. The fucking, I don't know what fucking voice that was. Now let's do everybody's favorite, the Scorpion. The Scorpion. Good old Mac Gargan. Gargan. Hey, 5 fast facts you need to know. Here we go. This is up my alley right here, guys. Number 1. Gargan became Scorpion after J. Jonah Jameson hired him to find out how Peter Parker got great pictures of Spidey. I knew that. I already knew that. J. Jonah Jameson is the one who created the Scorpion. I knew that one. No thanks. Go away. It says quick facts, yet it's pretty fucking long. Mac Gargan first appeared in December 1964 issue of The Amazing Spider-Man. He appeared as Scorpion in the next issue, dated January 1965. He was created by writer Stan Lee and artist Steve Ditko, who also created Spider-Man himself. Steve Ditko didn't create him. It was Stan Lee. I'm just kidding. They probably did it together. Gargan was the first introduced as a private investigator hired by J. Jonah Jameson to find out how Peter Parker got such great photos of Spider-Man. Since Peter's spider sense went off whenever Gargan approached, his investigation went nowhere. Uh-oh. He also became Venom in Spider-Man during the 2000s. I didn't know that. In the 2000s, Marvel's writers decided to change things up for Gargan. In the Marvel Knights Spider-Man series, which launched in late 2004, Gargan was a host for the Venom symbiote, which we learned earlier. This happened after Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin, discovered Peter's identity and tasked Gargan to kidnap Aunt May if anything happens to Osborn. While on the mission, the symbiote bonded with Gargan, since they both shared a hatred for the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. At the end of the story, Gargan tells Peter that he'll keep his identity secret, as leverage. In the Ultimate Universe, Gargan is a Mexican mob boss. Whoa. Since J. Jonah Jameson isn't part of Homecoming, it's possible that Gargan in the films was inspired by Maximus Gargan, a version of the character in Marvel's Ultimate Universe. Wait. Yeah, nobody's here yet. Oh well. Maybe that's good, I don't know. Anyways, the version of the character in Marvel's Ultimate Universe. The Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, Gargan is a Mexican mob boss who worked with Aaron Davis / The Prowler, aka Miles Morales' fucking uncle. I know that. The character Donald Glover plays in the film. He doesn't wear a green costume with a giant scorpion tail attached, but carries a giant metal scorpion stinger on a chain. He also has superhuman strength and durability. It's fucking cool. Wait a minute. Never mind. Okay. Michael Mando of Better Call Saul plays Gargan in Homecoming. Yeah, we already know that one. In Homecoming, Gargan is played by 35-year-old Canadian actor Michael Mando. He's best known for playing something Varga on AMC's Better Call Saul and Victor Vic Schmidt on BBC's Orphan Black. What is that? He also voices Vass Montenegro in Far Cry 3. I don't know what the fuck that is. In a June 2016 Vulture interview, it says Mondo, but I believe it's Mando. It's Mando, not Mondo, you fucking retard. Mando played coy about which character he plays in Homecoming. All I can tell you is that in 2012, when I was in LA for the first time in my life, I walked into a Marvel store and walked out with a hoodie. And it was that character, he said. However, he later spilled the beans on Instagram by posting a photo of the Scorpion Lego minifigure. Over the moon to be playing my favorite supervillain, the Scorpion, Mando wrote. Scorpion can play a big role in Homecoming too. How fucking old is this article? July 7th of 2017. So why the fuck would they think that Spider-Man 2 in the MCU would be called Homecoming 2? It's like, that's not... What a fucking idiot. God. Anyways, the mid-credits scene for Spider-Man Homecoming shows Gargan visiting the Vulture in prison and tells him that he's working on other villains to create a team of criminals to stop Spider-Man. That really got me excited when I seen that. I'm like, oh, Sinister Six! I hope so, anyways. It's possible that Gargan will get to be the Scorpion on the big screen in the sequel to Homecoming. Haha, no he's not. Because fucking a way better villain called Mysterio fucking appears. Spider-Man Homecoming 2, which is definitely not to be the final title, it's not. The definite title. Fucking idiot. It's scheduled to open on July 5th, 2019. Did Far From Home come out on July 5th? No, it was the 20-something of July. Was it? I don't remember. Marvel chief Kevin Feige and producer Amy Pascal, Pascal, I don't know, who's working on the film for Sony, told Collider in June that production on the new film will likely start in April or May of 2018. That's fucking cool, I guess. Men, you don't need the blue pill if you do this before bed. Ugh, that's gross. I don't want to fucking hear about the damn pill. Alright, so we got time for one more villain, which is perfect because now we're gonna do my absolute favorite villain, Mysterio. Mysterio, 20 things MCU fans should know about Spider-Man. Or not Spider-Man, fucking... Alrighty. There are multiple Mysterios. Actually, wait, this is... I want this to be an updated. May 30th of 2018, no. No. We want, here's 7 facts about Mysterio. Simple and straight to the point. From his history with the Sinister Six. Okay. Multiple Mysterios yet again. I guess we're reading it. Multiple Mysterios. Something that fans of the films may not be surprised to learn is that in the comics, several men have taken on the mantle of Mysterio. The original Mysterio, and the one we're likely to meet in Far From Home, is a man named Quentin Beck, a talented engineer, actor, and a dastardly villain who has often fooled Spider-Man with his illusions, spider-sense blocking chemicals, and other tricks. There's also Daniel Burkhart, a former cellmate of Beck's, who takes up the mantle after Beck's supposed death. And last but not least, we have Francis Klum, a rather sad character who decides to don the mantle of Mysterio after being a recipient of a vicious beatdown by Spider-Man. Powers, or lack thereof. There's a lot of debate currently circulating about whether the Mysterio from Far From Home will actually have powers, or if, and like the comics, his ability will simply be another act, which, spoiler alert, Quentin Beck in this movie does not actually have powers. It deals with holograms and very cool drones that I wish I had. The Quentin Beck of the comics is a brilliant man, capable of creating very advanced androids, complex illusions, which I really wish I could make, and power-packed suits. The one things he is not, however, is magic. For the most part, the folks that have taken on the mantle of Mysterio have been completely powerless, other than a genius-level intellect, without the suit, except for Francis Klum, but we'll get to him a bit later. Sinister Six. Average viewers may not realize that Mysterio is actually one of the founding members of the Sinister Six. I knew that. Anyways, an entire group of villains working together with the sole purpose of taking Spider-Man down. Now, it might be a little too early to tell if Far From Home is setting up Tom Holland's Spider-Man on a collision course with the Sinister Six. I really fucking hope this is the direction they're going, though. I really want to see a live-action Sinister Six movie. That would be the fucking best. But it's certainly been talked about for some time now. with Michael Keaton's Vulture having already been introduced, along with Mac Garland? It's Garligan, wait. Mac McGarlin. Mac McGarlin. Alright, is there comments that I can write? Yeah, there's one comment. Yeah, dude, this guy named Sheldon LeMan said Mac Garligan, not Mac McGarlin. Oh, dude, this guy gets it. I'm gonna write a comment anyway. Oh, I can't because I need to fucking sign in. At least this one guy got it. This one guy's got it. Good for you, Sheldon. Oh, fuck, I accidentally X'd out of that. God damn it, I'm gonna go find it again. Shout out to that Sheldon guy. Sheldon LeMan. For getting that late. Anyways, Mac Gargan, the man who will become the Scorpion, it seems like the Sinister Six might finally be making their way to the big screen. Ultimate Universe umbrage. Many fans are aware of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse star Miles Morales shift into Marvel's main universe from the Ultimate. But something fans might not know is that Mysterio from the main Marvel universe actually ventured into the Ultimate Universe long before Miles made his move. It turns out that the Mysterio of the Ultimate Universe was actually an android sent by the Mysterio of the main Marvel Universe to wreak havoc on the Ultimate Universe and the Spider-Man that protects it. As you can probably imagine, the odds of Mysterio and his android taking on two Spider-Men and winning were rather small, regardless of what universe the fight takes place in. And last but not least, suicidal tendencies. Quentin Beck, master of machine illusion, and the good old-fashioned fake death plotline. Quentin Beck's Mysterio may have been a major pain in Spider-Man's thorax. We'll just say ass. Pain in Spider-Man's ass. But that pain was only worsened by the fact that Quentin Beck has a bad habit of faking his own death in order to fool Spider-Man and whoever else might be watching, and thinking Mysterio is no longer an issue. But it's during one of his run-ins with another infamous New York hero that Mysterio finally decides to actually take his life for real this time. After a particularly tough run-in with a man with no fear, Mysterio, being utterly and completely defeated, decided that it is the right time to pull off his greatest trick of all, making his consciousness disappear. Is this actually what happened in the comics? Quentin then places a gun in his mouth and pulls the trigger, seemingly ending the tale of Quentin Beck and his misadventures as Mysterio. Seemingly. Wow. So, that was Mysterio, my all-time favorite villain. But anyways, guys, it is actually about that time. That actually wrapped up pretty perfectly. But anyways, guys, my jaw's hurting, your ears are bleeding, and as always, Colorful Warfare, Carolyn Sonic, Silas, and Alyssa's channels are always a link in the description. If I did entertain you with any of these facts, then please be sure to leave a like, please comment, and subscribe. And why not head over to Colorful Warfare's channel, where I will be yet again doing yet another podcast with Gareth over on Colorful Warfare, so you guys should join along. We will read the second half of my fanfic that me and Gareth found. It's not really actually mine, but you know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys over on Gareth's channel. Oh, sorry guys, I don't know why. Anyways, goodbye everybody.